I am covered in gold. Man, Jesus. I have a thing for this. Can Midas be like, I am covered in gold. Welcome to another vlog. We're doing mermaids. This has been a long time coming. Let's go into it. Ever since I had a memory, I remember being the biggest fan of Disney's The Little Mermaid. Like, I loved everything about that movie. I loved how magical it was. I loved the wonder of an undersea world. I just liked the graceful yet spontaneous nature that was Ariel. Let's just be real, like, it's just really cool to see mermaids swimming, right? Like, that's really neat. And I always kind of suffer from a slight trouble falling asleep at night, and one thing that I do, and I've told my kids how to do this too, play a movie in your head from start to finish, and the one I always go with is The Little Mermaid. There's just something so passionate about that movie, and you feel it in every frame, you feel it in every movement of every character. I remember going to the Cape, diving underwater, pretending to be a mermaid, looking up at the like from the bottom of the water, looking up into the surface and just imagining what it would be like to be a mermaid. Is that something you've done before too? Like, let me know. But anywho, I grew up, pursued many life adventures, and eventually settled down to become a mother and a wife. And that's been really cool. And I'm slowly trying to figure out, what is it that I'm really into right now? Graceful figures, women's faces, women's bodies. There's just something so incredibly beautiful and impactful about a woman's body. A woman can both be a mother and also a businesswoman. She has the ability to create life. She also has the ability to be extremely strong and lift heavy weights. She is a soft place for her children, but she's also resilient. She's also strong. Adaptability, right? This is incredible. Her superpower is flexibility, being able to do lots of different things. In a way, this is kind of like the theme I'm exploring, the strength and beauty and grace of the female form. I thought to myself, what better way to show that than mermaids? Like, going back to my childhood, revisiting my previous like obsession with mermaids, and finally just like give in to the obsession. Let's make this something where I could really have some fun and really get creative. And you know, we're already getting, get out of here, Ant. Freaking ants everywhere. We are getting creative in the studio because life is short and we need to do more things that light us up, that make us happy, that get us excited. Mermaids get me excited. The tails, like, you can do so much with a beautiful mermaid tail. Like, come on now. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna work on mermaids. We're gonna explore that theme a little more. So let's have some fun together.
A few moments later.
Yeah, I'm wearing a bathrobe, don't judge me, it is freaking cold here. I had to crack all the windows open because I'm painting with oil paint and the smell is so, it's intoxicating and I can't be breathing that shit in. I cracked the windows open, the room gets really cold because we're still in March, April of New England weather, so that means it's still butt outside.
Anyways.
Here is what they're looking like. My little sirens. They really are taking on this like mysterious look. Creatures of the deep. I'm really stoked. Like, I'm really excited. I know I'm going down the right path because I've kind of nailed down the general style and look of what I'm going for. I'm just kind of going with it and be spontaneous and crazy with all my marks and just get really all like bubbly-goop with it. And I'm loving that process. Now, bear with me on this. You'll remember from the last vlog, I hung up these paintings right over here and they're bigger. And you remember where I had the goal of working bigger canvases, up the ante. I think I might do some more stuff mermaid related with these ones right here too. These ones are drying. They're gonna probably take another day or two to dry. So maybe what I'll do is work on these ones here, laying down some color and see where it takes me. We shall see. Also, I tried dermaplaning for the first time. My skin feels extremely smooth. I can skate down my face on skis and experience very little to no friction. I would slide off like ice. Got a few cuts here and there because it is my first time, but I'm feeling it. There's my little desk of my palette and my daughter's old pants, and are now being used as a rag We work with what we got here in the studio.
I'll be back.
Good morning. It is now the next day. Today is literally, we're just throwing down paint. I'm gonna just get spontaneous with it. I'm not really looking to like think too much or think too hard about anything. So we're just gonna go ahead and have some fun. Let's go. This way. We'll put you, we're not using you today. Oh, are we? Yeah, this is oil. Okay. Put this away. Don't forget the acrylic paint. Another thing about painting big is that I need to use a lot more supplies, but that's okay. Oh my god. That's okay because it's always good to mix and match, have fun, really go crazy with the supplies. And that's why we got water too, is spread the paint out. All right, we're gonna go working level, so. And we're just gonna go to town. Let's think of some paint colors. Last time I just went with a random assortment. No rhyme or reason whatsoever. Painting number 1, painting number 2, and painting number 3, all resting. I'm just gonna let the alcohol kind of do its thing, and then when it dries, I'll hang them back up and we'll proceed on to the next step. Now, if someone were to come up to me and say, like, why are we into mermaids now, Amanda? Like, why are we going down this thoughtscape right now? You know, for a while, I really couldn't tell you. It kind of just came into my mind. And I just couldn't stop thinking about it until finally I said yes to it. And I thought more about it. I'm doing this creative thing right now it's called The Artist's Way. It's a book, and I'm following it, doing exercises in it. And it's just a way to help creatives like myself unblock and really just reach my full potential in my artistry, whatever. I am in a certain chapter right now in the book where it talks about letting the things that thrilled you, that made you happy, that really like excited you, come back into your life. Like, say yes to more things. And so what started out in me anyways as like a tiny little whisper, a tiny little voice that kept saying, do mermaids would be fun, yay, we love mermaids, fishtails, yes, let's do it. In my practical mind, I was like, no, I can't, I don't think anybody's interested in it, you know, I got other things I want to do, blah 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 blah. And over time, that little voice got quieter and quieter. And eventually the thing that I was so obsessed with as a kid, you know, it just kind of fell into the background and got super quiet. You know, we went dark. So here I am now in my 30s, and I'm finally learning to say yes to that 6-year-old, to that 5-year-old in me that so loved mermaids and would so love to recreate them in this way. Like, I thought this was a great lesson that I'm learning that I want to pass on to you. You know, whether you are creative and whether you are someone that just is going through life and trying to figure things out and trying to find the best things to enjoy in life, I really do believe that saying yes to yourself more often, to the things that once made you feel so alive. Like this exercise in this book talks about name 5 things that you would really enjoy, but you didn't give yourself the time or the pleasure to do it. And I thought about it. For me, I loved being underwater when I was a kid and looking up at the surface of the water and watching the light break through the water surface. And there was something so pleasant and peaceful and freeing about that whole experience. And, you know, in my adult life, I forgot about that. I forgot about how much I loved that feeling of freedom. And so here we are, we're doing freaking mermaids now, right? Like, I'm following that obsession, I'm pulling that thread. So I invite you, if there is something in your life that you have not been saying yes to, maybe there's a quiet little voice in you. If you just let that voice talk to you and you consider it, I think you will really surprise yourself and find more joy and fruit in life. So that is my so that is my lesson to you. Let's get back to the vlog. This place is covered in gold. This place is covered in gold. Hi-ho to Dario. This place is covered in gold. Oh, I might be completely out of the shot, but you know what? We're gonna wing it. My viewfinder broke on the camera here, so I really can't tell whether I'm in the shot or not. I gotta get that fixed, probably. It has been a week and a half since I last touched these paintings, and I do think it's time to move on and go on to the next step, which is starting to add some color. And I'm like, so scared that I'm gonna mess it up. This is why you should be painting 24/7, because then you're not gonna be afraid to make mistakes. She's pretty monotone, she's pretty blue. I think now we're gonna introduce more colors, oranges and yellows to bring some warmth into the scene. I guess I better get to it. I just gotta do it. Gotta dive into the water, gotta get swimming. Let's go. Oh, gotta go mix some paint colors. I just had the kids this past week for spring break, and I'm tired. Oh, I'm very tired. Didn't have much time to myself, so I just feel like I have to keep pushing. Such is the nature of this life as a mom. Where's my glass jar? We're gonna have some fun with some palette knives today. Just to see what we can come up with. Here, wanna come take a look? Here, I got this one open. Come on, baby. It's always that beautiful smell of oil paint. I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, but it's like a fish when you open like a tuna can. It's got that like oil smell to it. Love it. Let's mix up a color. I'll take some yellow, mix this color together, and that's too red. We have some Prussian blue. Yikes, that was too much. Darn you, Prussian blue. Red. I think we can work with this color. All right, the moment of truth. Put this color in and see how it's gonna work out. Pray for me. Oh, hi. Hi. Yes, okay. Yes, she's home. Now we're talking. Faith has been restored. I can mix colors. I feel much better now. It really is incredible when you have all this lethargy doing a next big project and you just keep putting it off and off and off and off. And the further away you get from doing it, the less likely you're going to want to do it. I was feeling really like stuck. I didn't want to pick up the brush again because I was afraid that whatever was going to come out was just not going to look as good as what I have. This is looking fantastic. I'm really liking where it's going now. I got these two at a spot where I think I'm feeling happy with it. And I'm going to continue on with these three in the next week or so. There's just a lot of work to be done. This is kind of what it looks like. This is just what my life looks like. It's quiet, kind of lonely sometimes, but it has to be done. What do you all think about these mermaids? Are you feeling them? You liking where the series is going? Comment below, let me know. I always love to hear from you. See you next time. Bye.